ما أريد من هذا الشعب إلا أن يزيد في الحمد والشكر إلى الله عز وجل، ويزيد من محبة الوطن، ويزيد من العمل ومضاعفة العمل لما يسعى فيه من خير له وللدولة والأهل. هذا اللي أنا أدوره من الشعب، وربنا إن شاء الله يوفقنا جميعا على ما يحب ويرضى.
I've been in the UAE since 2005, and I've seen the UAE going through all the development and achievement, and actually it impacted me personally. I changed a lot and I achieved a lot, and that wouldn't be happening without being in the UAE and without being inspired.
Welcome to Pearls of Union, our dear audience, the program which is shed light success wherever it shine, and the favorite platform to all the professional talents who make the difference and shape the future in the United Arab Emirates. Today, it's our honor to host Ms.Malak Trabelsi, the owners and the founders of Vernewell Group. How are you, Ms.Malak?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you also for accepting our invitations and give us the opportunity to meet you today. So in the beginning of our episode, we would like to ask you, Ms.Malak, to introduce yourself to our audience and give them a brief about your knowledge, your experience, as well as your background.
Take a long time to introduce all what I do, but anyway, we start by myself, my background. I'm international business law jurist, specialized in international space law, technology, and national security law. Especially what is important in what I do when it comes to technology is the transfer from one jurisdiction to another of technologies with implication on national security. So there are some export controls and other things or well-defined elements that needed to be taken in consideration in that transaction.
So, Ms.Malak, as you know that the way for success has never been easy. There is a lot of difficult challenge we had to face to come to the end and to reach success. So, in your journey, what was the major challenge you faced and how you converted to opportunity?
I would like to start with a very important phrase. A success is never the end goal, and it's never linear to achieve. So it depends from one person to another what is success. For example, for me, I see my achievements as maybe success. Some others, it's dependent on their personal goals. Others, it's financial gains. So for me, my biggest successful achievement is education. So when we are going into any field without the proper education, it wouldn't be possible to achieve what you want to achieve and to succeed in what you are doing. So this is the first part. The challenges in achieving or to attain the success each person want to attain in business is persistence. Personal skills or soft skills are really, really important. So I talked about education. It equips us in getting the right knowledge to achieve, but also personal skills. It's like soft skills, very, very important. Leadership, in order to be leader, so many learning skills are acquired, especially in a world that you have many challenges when it comes to disruption. So every day we have disruption, whether it's from technology or from the environment that we are in. So the self-awareness, for example, it's one of the most important skills I believe we should have in order to overcome the challenges that we face.
So, Ms.Malak, as we are discussing the difficult time in the journey, we would like to know who was the biggest supporters as a personally in this time with you.
The biggest supporter, she's a lawyer. Her name is Shogal Kitheri. So she's an advocate here, a local amazing lady who really opened the door for me and my eyes to the law field. So all my success, I say, whether in my educational path or in the business or in the academic journey, I would say she's the one who owns that thank you, the big thank you to her.
So if we will take you back now to the journey for Vernewell's group, how were the great foundations for the group and what was the great visions behind this establishment?
Well, Vernewell Group is a holding company, and under this holding company we started with, this is the first company, Vernewell Management Consultancies. So it was in the beginning Vernewell Space and Tech, then it changed into Vernewell Management Consultancies. And the vision behind it is the gaps that I've seen in international laws and the way how disruptive technologies are developing with a very dynamic pace, and the development is really beyond what we thought it would be, whether we are talking about AI or quantum or other disruptive technologies. The problem that I've seen in international laws is the gaps, and those gaps are making it like an alarm to see that we have issues and they are not governed. For example, I practice space law. And in space law, we have something, if the audience, they would understand, about space debris. So every satellites we are launching into space, actually there will be debris around in the orbits. So the most important part that we are accumulating a lot of debris in space. And this one of the things is space sustainability, what pushed me into looking at sustainability in different areas, which is different than what I knew about sustainability in before. So I started thinking about sustainability in space, not only on Earth. So when you are in space and you're thinking about these kind of things, you look very, very further in the future and you say, what can I do in order to bring something into the common? So talking about space sustainability, it was one of the precursor to founding Vernewell Space and Tech at that time, which is now Vernewell Management Consultancies. So when you are looking into space, you see or you foresee the future, and what is the what you will bring into the world to work and have a mark into it. And this is very, very important because we have issues in space, we have issues which is happening with the disruptive technologies, and I saw the problems with the law practice, with the international law. So my thing, what can I do in order to enter into the arena from different perspective, which is the management consultancies, which is also getting into the innovation and leading different projects and initiatives that can bring an outcome which is not for Vernewell. It's an outcome for everyone, and leading by example and contributing to the UAE's vision and create a hub which is related to quantum technologies, AI, and of course space, with the practice are sustainable and following the best practices, and also filling the gaps of the issues we see with governance today with disruptive technologies.
Great. So, Ms. Malak, before we will discuss the achievements you've been gaining along of this way, we would like to focus more about the companies which is under the group, to give our audience more aware about the service and the product you already been offered. Could you please do that?
Sure. So under Vernewell Group, as I said, we have Vernewell Management Consultancies, which is the first one. Then I found something that it was really needed. Talking about AI and quantum technologies, and this was in 2020, because the first company under Vernewell Group was 2020. So the other solution to bring into the table was capacity building and knowledge sharing when it comes to disruptive technologies. Why it's important, and when we say new technologies, disruptive technologies, or emergent disruptive technologies, it's important because they are entering our different like fields, industries, and the disruption is there. So how can we be equipped to face this technology, and not only face them and to know about them and how to integrate them within our industry, is also to excel and to be an expert in it. And this needs, of course, capacity building, continuous training, executive workshops and other activities, which is equipping these stakeholders.
So as a founder, yes.
Sorry, there's another company which is the Vernex Quantum Valley, which is recently launched in the IFC, and this one, it is dedicated to quantum, AI, and other emerging technologies, not from the consultancy side, but from innovation and offering different applications which allow different businesses to integrate them in their, or integrate the solution that these technologies can offer into their businesses.
Great. So, as the founders for all the group's company, how you maintain the best quality and the cooperations between the others company, between each others?
First of all, how to maintain, quality,
Yes.
It's through partnerships. So the whole secret about what I've done with a team that it's not hundreds. We are not a very big team, we are smaller, but there is something, and our result speaks for itself, and what we are offering and what we are doing, whether it is related to consultancy or its management, or related to luncheon and working on initiatives on the national or international fronts, is through the secret why and how we are maintaining the quality is through partnerships. So we enter into different strategic partnerships with different who are specialized in different areas, and specialization is what they are able to offer. So the flow is going naturally. Of course, we need to have a strong management team and strong experts who are involved, but experts from all over the world, they are working with us, and also other companies who are strategic partners, in order to bring the best of what they can bring to maintain this kind of quality, and this is what we are doing.
Great. This is about the quality. What about the collaborations between the companies?
The collaboration, actually, it's kind of each company, it's helping the other one in specific, exactly, in specific area. So there will not be any conflicts, of course, because, for example, the consultancy, it's fed by the capacity building with Vernewell. The other one, which is the Vernex, with technology provider, it's helping both of them in order to have, for example, free access or included in what we are offering to the other companies, in order to help, for example, when I talk about Vernewell capacity building. So we do a lot of initiatives, which is let's say, pro bono initiatives to help equip the nationals here to acquire knowledge about quantum computing. And this one is done via Vernewell Academy, and now via Vernex also, to offer the access to the platforms in order to have it. And this one is really like initiative. It's a part of our give back to the community, and it's not everything. We don't see everything. It's the ROI in terms of financial. Our ROI in so many initiatives that we do is the ROI, which is social ROI.
As you see nowadays, the technology and the content summits also, there is a great innovations in it. So how does this impact your work actually, because you're working in the same field with the technology, with the AI, and much more?
I look at it as advantage, because not many other around the globe are equipped already. The readiness to disruption is there. So many lacks that. I see it as advantage, and that's why we choose what can bring an advantage from the hardest problems to solve to the most emergent technology that is out. Because when we do our strategy, it's not today's for tomorrow. The strategy, for example, for Vernewell, it was 2020, and actually is going up to 2035. And this is a plan, and we are moving forward with it. And the outcome, the KPIs is there. So actually, it's like, this is the very important point when it comes to future foresights. So the future foresight allows you to see things. For example, when we talk about space, or let's talk about the UAE. Actually, the UAE, we have a vision up to 2071. So if you are in the UAE, actually you are seeing things, and your vision is overlapping to the vision of the UAE, and you start seeing strategies at least 20 years from now. If you are really thinking about staying in the in what you are doing and leading in the field you are doing, knowing that you will have different technologies that they will be there. We know them; they're not new. Actually, if we talk about AI, it's been there for some time now. Yeah. But we will see other emergent technology that are coming, which was only in the lab. And this is the same thing is happening with the quantum. When I started with quantum technology with Vernewell in the beginning, it was in 2020. When we started, people, they were everywhere in the world. They were saying, well, why you are focusing on quantum? It's not ready yet to go out of the lab. I said, this is the future, and this is what it will bring as complementarity to the AI field, and it will exceed because we need new technologies, quantum computing, that help us in new ways of computing with new ways of compute powers. So it was at that time still not like today. Today we see it; it's everywhere, making it. You see it on social media, you see it taken by the news and investments and so forth, but at that time it wasn't. So this is one of the examples when I see some patterns of new technology is going to be the future, and we need to work for it today and not tomorrow.
Exactly. I was planning to ask you about sustainability, but I will do it later as we start to speak about the UAE. So as you know, the innovation here, it's never been end, and the booming, it's actually today and tomorrow. So this country with its rules and regulations, how it's been helpful to you to develop your own business?
What I say always, if you like to know about the UAE and how it is a precursor of business success, look at women in business in the UAE and how they are excelling So this is one of the things that it's very, very important to highlight. But going back to the regulations and laws and how the UAE as an ecosystem is the right environment or business environment for companies or multinationals who would like to have the best digital infrastructure. And in addition to the digital infrastructure, also you have laws that they are always coping with the new technologies, with the international business scene and international happenings. So it is the fastest in my studies. When I go through in order to compare some basic regulations when it comes, for example, to ease in doing business. And I go through different jurisdictions because, for example, some clients, they ask me, we would like to make a business in, for example, in this jurisdiction or this country or this country or this country. So what I do is like, I do not like to straight away tell them, you know, you come to Dubai, which is what I would love to do, or you come to the UAE in general. Abu Dhabi, it has a great ecosystem. Dubai, Sharjah, and every Emirates, it has its advantage, and all of them makes the UAE as the best environment for business. So what I do comparison, and the comparison is whether it is regulatory comparison. The other one is expense, the other one is taxation, and the list goes on. And this is how you find that the best choice is to come to UAE. And that's my mission, but I don't do it in a biased way. I do it in a professional, comparative analysis in order to show them that what I'm saying is the right way.
Sustainability, it's been a priority nowadays for every individual, so before it's come to organizations or company. But we speak a lot about sustainability, especially here in the UAE. But the different I heard from you that you also focus on sustainability in space. So we will know now what is the methods you're going to do to impact our environments.
So first of all, sustainability is important to know. It's not a buzzword. It should be anchored in all our activities, whether it's a personal quest or it's organizational. And some companies they use it internationally actually for greenwashing, but it's not the way how we look at it, because it impacts the future generations. So for me, sustainability is something that is very, very dear to my heart, because I studied the concept from the international law background and the normative character in the sustainability concept, and what are the different pillars making sustainability as such. So when we talk about sustainability, there are different pillars to it. It's the economic pillar, social, and you have, of course, the environmental. And in order to create different regulations or different action plans when you are in an organization, the sustainability is not always tending to, it doesn't tend to put forward the environmental before anything else. Actually, it's a balance of competing interests that needs to be happening. So the awareness about sustainability is key, and that's something that I've been doing for some time. So when we talk about sustainability in space, it's the same concept. We talk about environment. The social is there because actually social and space, you talk about culture, you talk about society and the use and reliance about satellite technology. Can you imagine that so many technologies or so many items that we have, even the fire detector today, do you know that it's the outcome of the International Space Station scientific quest? I mean, so many, the plexiglass and others. So many things that it's coming from this science. When it comes to space science or space technology, we are using it every day. So space means is as important as Earth in order to continue benefit and to let other generation to do the same. So it's not about keeping oceans clean only, it's also keeping orbits and space around Earth clean from debris, which they call it space junk or space trash. And because at one day, if we continue to send all this and we are making the same thing as you see on the sea, you have plastic and everything, it is similar in the mind that it's happening in space from the junks that it's coming from old satellites or some other components that it is basically there because of the launch, because of different other activities. We have some dead satellites which are not used anymore in the size of buses in orbit over there. So this is dangerous also for the existing satellites. So that what opened my eyes into so many other things when it comes to sustainability. And you look at things, it's not for us only, because the impact of what's going to happen in space is not today, it will be in the future.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's a very main point, and I really wanted to thank you that you are thinking, especially in this part, how to serve the future, so how to serve the new generations as well. So if we will get back to Vernewell's group, what is the future inspirations as a founders and the long-term strategy, the goals you wanted to achieve from now to the next 5 to 10 years? Sorry.
I would say ambitious, but nothing is ambitious enough for us when we are following the leadership of the UAE, because as Sheikh Mohammed vision shows us that we want to be number one. This is the first thing. This is the most important, is to place ourselves in number one in what we are doing. So we push our boundaries to achieve the best. And when I talk about inspiration and the vision for the future, we are contributing to the tech sovereignty of the UAE. And our aim at Vernewell Group is to push forward and to have a contribution to achieve this when it comes to so many new technologies, to work in parallel with partners to bring international leading companies and others, whether through the forums that we are creating, the Quantum Innovation Summit. Now we launched in a few days, we will have the first Quantum Maritime Conference, which is supported by Abu Dhabi Ports Group and Abu Dhabi Maritime Academy. It will be in Abu Dhabi. And the choice of the maritime is very, very important due to the importance of the sector and the industry and how to bring quantum into that along with AI. So this is only the start, what I say, and the future will be much more of from bringing together the stakeholder up to creating partnership, up to seeing in the future to be contributing with our technologies, which is made in the Emirates.
Great. I wish you always the best and to reach to all the goals you hope to achieve.
Thank you very much.
So Ms.Malak, as a very successful businesswoman, have a great experience in a different field. How would you define the success from your viewpoints?
Like I said, success is never linear, and success, it is what I see it success, probably other person doesn't see it success. But from my viewpoint is achieving the goal, which is always not personal. It should be having an impact on the society, a positive impact to the society. And that's very, very important to see what you contribute. And you're not only an audience to what's happening in the scene, but you are active contributor, and your contribution brings positive outcome. I mean, that's what I don't see it even success. That's what makes me happy in a way that wakes me up in the morning to work very hard and to overcome the challenges, especially that what we are doing is not easy, and it is very tough in a way that new technology, it needs a lot of will, or a big will, in order to continue, because you know very well your solution and your technology is not going to be adopted straight away. So you need to have a very good patient, but also how to have, like I said, the soft skills and the mindset very strong in order to continue.
And we would like to ask you now, Ms. Malak, to deliver an advice for the new generations who are interested in the same field, to put them in the right way from your experiences. So what would you like to tell them?
First of all, I would say find you mentors. It's very, very important to surround yourself by the right people with a very positive mindset in order to, I'm not going to say help you, but in order to guide you through your journey. This is number one. The second one is equip yourself with a good set of skills. Like I said, soft skills are very, very important. And the last one, never settle for what you achieve. You need always to try to achieve more and to look for further success in order to create the legacy that you deserve to have.
And we concluded our episode by today from a word from your side to all the highness here in the UAE, to thank them by heart for all the efforts they do to make our life success and easy. So what would you like to tell them?
Well, I've been in the UAE since 2005, and I've seen the UAE going through all the development and achievement. And actually, it impacted me personally. I changed a lot and I achieved a lot. And that wouldn't be happening without being in the UAE and without being inspired by the excellencies and the highnesses who are here and who are giving us the vision to continue, and not only to continue, to not settle for average and to be number one. That's our aim. Thank you.
Thank you too much, Ms.Malak Trabelsi, the founders of Vernewell's group, to having us today and to give us the opportunity to come and listen to your successful story. It was a pleasure.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, our dear audience, for keep watching. Please with us in the next episode by next week from Palace of Union. This is Horia Gildi. Goodbye.